And what's going on, guys? It's your host here, ChaosDTV, and in today's video I want to talk about a nightmarish MMORPG that actually recently dropped, I believe within the last 2 weeks. I needed to check the release date again. This brand new MMO that released is called Nightmare. Now, Nightmare is it literally reminds me of it's a 16-bit MMORPG that if Final Fantasy or kind of threw up all over. This MMO is very, very difficult, but I feel like it has a genre, like a niche, a community that a lot of players would actually enjoy. If you like that nostalgia back in the day, Final Fantasy 4, Chrono Trigger, those type of games, the type of JRPGs where it's like very 16-bit style and it really hits home for the RPG aspect, Nightmare will be the game for you. But in today's video, I want to actually talk about my actual first impressions of this game. This game is interesting, so let's dive right into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the character customization. Not gonna hold you up, guys. The character customization is lacking in quality. Of course, it's gonna lack in quality because it affects, like I just said again, the game isn't supposed to be like that. It definitely is that 16-bit. Just change the color of your character and that's it. That's all you get. But of course, all of the actual aspect of this game, it's not meant to be for character customization until you get into actually equipping your items, and your character will look sort of badass in that 16-bit structure. So for all my people who care about how their character looks, especially when you're playing games like BDO, ESO, when you play Nightmare, that is off the table. It's just create your character, the color, call it a day. Now, after a quick brief tutorial on the game, you make it to the main city to learn what class you will pick, but you are hit with a huge warning. You can't change your class after your choice. Now, most games you are able to intertwine classes and be able to, if you want to be a warrior, you can kind of be sort of like a rogue in a way, but I don't want to get too much into that. You mainly want to stick to whatever class you are because, of course, strength builds up on warrior based class, and dexterity builds up on rogue, intellect builds up on mage, etc. This game don't really try to hit you with so much of that creativity. It's very bare bones, bare minimum. You pick your warrior, you are a warrior. But let's get right into the class choices. Now, you have the choices of a monk, a sniper, the arcanist master, which is basically the occult class, a cleric, an assassin, spellblade master, a paladin, and a berserker. So it's definitely a decent amount of classes to choose from, and I'm glad they did that. And I feel like a little bit more of MMOs should really think about that, especially for the newer ones. Should definitely create more classes, kind of like how BDO is. Like, there's a class for everything. Like, it's either a hybrid of this class, like it's a hybrid warrior class. Like, definitely get more creative when it comes to picking a class, especially if we only got one character class to choose as. Get more creative. I definitely like, for a game like this, it definitely gives us a variety of different classes. Like, there's a light mage and there's a dark mage, which is the arcanist class, which I chose. Now, for my next big thing when it comes to playing any MMO for the first time is the actual combat experience. Now, my experience, this game is difficult. I'm just calling out right now. The game's difficult. It is hard, especially for an MMO. It is difficult. Felt like I probably did better than Dark Souls. A normal slime monster takes me forever to kill. I don't know if it's the game itself or just I chose a difficult class in the beginning and it kind of ramps up later in the game. But trying to kill 15 slimes was taking some time at level 2, and these slimes were also level 2 as well. Like, that didn't make any sense for me on how I'm also level 2. This slime is level 2, and this slime is literally about to body me. Now, like I said, I don't know if that's the class I chose, but that's just my gripe. If you guys know anything like dealing with that, like, you know, anything, definitely let me know in the comment section below if you guys have played Nightmare and you have experienced that. But from what I've seen on the Steam reviews, a lot of people were kind of saying the same thing. Like, I believe it's a bug and the devs got to fix that. But let's move on forward. And another thing of how combat works, if you guys are fans of or used to play it, of old school RuneScape, where it's kind of almost turn based, like we're both, and like it's not like I could spam the attack. It takes time for each attack. Like I said, I don't know if it's just my class. I didn't play any other classes. That was just my starting out as the Arcanist, which is like a dark mage. But I can say one thing, fighting any mob, specifically like when it's a kill quest, like, oh, kill 15 slime, it definitely got easier when you had other people fighting with you. Definitely incorporating of that group aspect, but that's my thing. I shouldn't need 2-3 different people to be able to kill one slime. Like, I've had many cases where it took me forever just to kill the slime, and it took me forever to just to even finish the quest of killing 15. Any other game, whether it's an RPG or an MMO, no matter what, he's destroyed. It's only a level 2. Now, I don't know if that's just because MMO's I don't know if the game is literally supposed to be this difficult. I don't know really much of that was the aspect of it. Now, I can't say one thing, another thing, I don't want to keep comparing it, but it definitely reminded me of old school RuneScape. Like, when you open up the map is massive, and you can go anywhere. Just, like, I felt like that's where they got that idea of like, oh, this is just RuneScape, but 16-bit. The map is huge. Now, I can't say one thing, when it did come down after doing a lot of the questing, battling my first actual boss was very fun. And I'm pretty sure the game is made to be a nightmare, hence the name, because going anywhere on the map caused me to be chased down by monsters that are way higher levels, even though it didn't really give us the case of like, oh, this area is a level 2 area. I was in an area where it was literally right there in the beginning of the game. Like, it literally was next door. These mobs were like level 10s, level 15s, and I'm still level 4. Like, I was gradually, slowly leveling up little by little, and these mobs are just wrecking me. And it was very difficult, even trying to do the questing and get the XP from questing. It was very hard to actually level up. Now, I don't know if that was exactly the plan. I really hope so, or hope not. Like, it wasn't just like, oh, there's a bug in the game. Like, the game is meant to be difficult, or it's a game meant to be played. That's something that we'll probably find out later as the game continues to flourish and grow. But I do want to say one thing, even with all the gripes I've just named, and for anybody who is actually looking to play this game, it is free to play. The game is quite fun. I did have a lot of fun playing it, and it makes me remember why I loved 16-bit games, and it's very difficult in the early stages. From what I went through, I advise people to play it for yourselves and see this MMO for yourself. Now, I may add, is the devs needs a lot of work to do in this game, as the game is recently a work in progress / it is also a beta release. I did do a little bit of research just to figure that out, like, oh, so it is a work in progress. After doing a lot of research, it's like a half and half of a full release, but it's still like in beta, so the devs are still trying to work out the kinks, which they want more people to keep playing so that they can work that out. But one thing I can say is majority of enemies are double your level. I had to actually stop doing a main quest, which was like I think it was like, still, this is the beginning of the game. This is like a level 4 to level 6 quest. And I get all the way up into the Venus flytrap that is a level 17, which makes no sense because this is your main quest. So if this is the main quest and I'm still level like 4 to 6, can't remember at the time. I'm still level 4 to 6, and my third main quest, and the boss to finish the quest is level 17. Why is that? That makes no sense. He should be at least somewhat near my level until I get to the areas that are level 17. So I don't know if it's just oh, they're trying to prove a point of like games handheld you through things, but that leveling experience should be a lot better, especially for people who are new to that genre. You don't want to deter people away from your MMO, because I can't even finish playing the game unless I had friends to like gang up on this Venus flytrap. And with me being only a level 4 at the time period, even regular mobs are the same way, and it's hard to kill mobs who are weaker than I or the same level as I, and it feels like I'm trying to survive more than actually win the fight. The game does need work, and I do see the potential once the devs patch a lot of the issues in the game. I could see it taking a hold of its new community. And then just let me know in the comments if you guys played this or you will be playing it, and does it suit your style. And I'm gonna wrap it up here. that's just my initial like first impressions of the game. Like, definitely let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Will this game entice you to play it? Remember, it is free to play at the Steam store. Just type in Nightmare, it will appear. And if you guys enjoy this video, definitely like the video. That helps me get this video out to other people so that they can also see probably this will open up a brand new genre, a brand new community to people, so that they can also play this game as well. And if they like if they're like the hardcore Bloodborne, Dark Souls, like really hard difficulty games, well, it's now an MMO. But the community, from what I'm seeing, like a lot of the players are very fun. They like helping out, and it's a real nice community. And I definitely can see that Nightmare can really flourish to be a good MMO, opposed from like New World that just came out, Phantasy Star Online 2, Sword of Legends Online. A lot of these newer MMOs, it definitely has that community and that niche that I could see that will grow and flourish for years to come, especially once it gets its patches worked out, the etc, etc. But thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you guys for checking out this first impressions. If you guys are new to the channel, just know that I exclusively live stream on YouTube, and I as well post a lot of content dealing with RPGs, any RPG you can think of, action RPG, JRPG, turn-based RPGs. I talk about them, we discuss so much. If you guys got any games you guys want me to try out that I haven't tried out already, and you want to see another first impressions from me, definitely let me know in the comment section below. If you guys want to talk actually a little bit more and get into even more Decide-based discussions, definitely follow my Twitter below. And as well, I will be posting more TikToks for you guys, and as well as I will also be covering old RPGs as well, and even new ones that have even came out. So definitely stay tuned to that. And as always, my outcast, it's been your host, ChaosDTV, signing out. Peace.
Will you die if you don't pack a vest? No culinary degrees, but whipping crack the best. Chefing, hard times taught lessons. Praying every night to pull up in park Benzes. What's my home is what you call trenches. You wouldn't last a day seeing life through all lenses. It's all tension, no sun, and rain and plenty. Full-time job, still can never make a penny. I ain't rapping for clout, I know the fame is empty, and it's a dangerous perk, it make a hater friendly.